What's up, everybody? How's it going? Why YouTube defaults me to top chat instead of live chat every single time, I will never know. I will never know.
It will never not do that.
I know, it's like... so annoying.
I don't... you click the button.
I don't know why it does that. Yeah, it's a chill, rainy night chat, so we're gonna do... Dmax Adventures. We haven't done Dynamax in a hot minute, I guess.
No.
Also, I guess there was a bit of Pokemon news today where influencers got invited to, I don't know, look at the DLC. All of the reports that the DLC is supported, like, supposedly really difficult is funny to me. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, we'll see. Okay. Let me just tweet it out real quick. What's the last shiny you got from Dynamax Adventures, Tyler?
Well, I have shiny Heatran in the party, so
that's
probably
cool. I wish I had shiny Heatran, but I don't.
You gotta play more.
I have no pink eyes Heatrans to speak of. So are you joining me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Haven't played the first DLC. You can beat it in about 4 hours. It really is not that lengthy of a journey. I'm excited to see what happens with Kieran. I don't know, some of the stuff that they showed off today was not interesting. I gotta say, the stuff that they showed off today didn't really, like, one of the things they showed off was, like, Koraidon and Miraidon flying through, like, Superman 64 rings, so it's just like, okay. I don't think I'm online, hold on. No, I am. If only there was a handy
But you
little
didn't tell me you were
indicator.
searching.
I second guessed myself. Alright, try that again. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Hey. Oh boy, what repeat are we gonna run into now?
Yeah, let's just go with it.
Okay. I want to say there was something else of note, but I can't remember. We'll find out soon enough anyway. The DLC will be out in... what?
Oh, well.
3 weeks? 2 weeks? 3 weeks. I'm surprised they're releasing it so late. How do you pin stuff on YouTube? I don't even know.
I don't know.
I can't even, like, click on the dots because of the damn emoji menu. The YouTube chat is so... It's like, why is there... I took your boy.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. What's up, everybody? How are you all tonight?
Who is it?
We got a flyer.
Latios. Oh, I don't have to switch. I'm gonna stay. You want a rock? You want the rock, right? The rock one?
Yeah, Auroras is probably a good bet. The turtle's power is going to be using all of its Terra types. I think the... what is it called? I don't even remember. It's been so long since the Worlds trailer where they showed off the, like, crown thing. I feel like it's going to be, like, colorless. Like, it's going to be... I don't know. That fake leak said that Terapagos was going to be part rock, and I honestly feel like that is... like, that tracks. Like, Terapagos feels like it could be part rock.
I think Terapagos is going to have an attack that no matter what Pokemon you use it against, it will be...
super effective.
Bad. Yeah. But I think it'll also be like Ogerpon, where it gets its own Dynamax form.
What's the mythical of the generation gonna be, chat? I'm almost more interested in the mythical than Terapagos. Unless Terapagos is the mythical, but I don't think so. I feel like it's gonna be like Calyrex, where you think it could be mythical, but it's just legendary. So I don't know. I do have, so there's one screenshot of I saw today of inside the academy, and it's like, who let the gamer LED lights take over? It is so bright. I'm not sure what Game Freak's obsession with like square panel blue rooms is. That's where like the Elite Four fight takes place, and it's like, why? I hate these. It's like a doctor, like an operation should happen in there. like it's been
It's just
sterile. Like it's a sterile environment. It's so lifeless.
Zarude?
Zarude was actually our last Korokoro Pokemon. So Korokoro, kids these days won't remember, but back in the day, Korokoro used to do the bulk of Pokemon reveals by revealing the silhouettes. And Zarude was the last time that happened. Pokemon must have figured out, hey, we can just do this ourselves, so Zarude was the last time that happened. Fun fact.
Zarude was revealed on Pokemon Day 2020, and Crown Tundra released October 23rd, 2020. So
It feels like 10,000 years ago. My god.
It's like 10 months apart.
I still think the Sun and Moon leak where the sheet for all the starters leaked. is the wildest Pokemon leak we've ever had. Like, that was so, like, people were denying that it was real. It was such a, like, a mind-blowing leak. Oh, that's good to hear, Braylon. I'm glad you like Arceus.
Yeah, PLA is a ton of fun.
It's a very unique Pokemon game. Politoed, 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 Politoed.
What's happening? Wait, I can't do anything.
I like how we have Glalie and- Wait a second! Wait just a second! We have Glalie and Frostlass!
Everyone's here.
Everyone is here. I don't know. Everybody who had their hands on the DLC part 2 has said it's supposedly difficult, so we shall see. I don't know which one of them said that it was difficult. I feel like there's different degrees of what people consider difficult in Pokemon. What's it called? The first part was not difficult in the slightest. I don't know how... I don't know where anybody would have gotten tripped up in part 1. Like, the Ogre Pond fight was kind of long, but it wasn't difficult. Yeah, part 2 will definitely have a Pokedex. Absolutely. A challenge in my Pokemon game. I don't believe it either, Top. we'll have to play it to believe it. Cause I don't believe it. Like if trainers have like items and EVs, like it's still just you're playing the bot, you're playing computers.
Yeah, I mean, you have to remember they went to a marketing event, and Pokemon's gonna tell them what aspect to market.
Yeah.
Like, they wanted them to be like, oh, have it be like.
Yeah, exactly. Difficult is when you can't just one-shot everything. Yeah. Difficult is when it takes like maybe 2 or 3 attacks to whittle down a Pokemon. Exactly. What's up, Midnight?
They also showed off gameplay for the flying mini game.
It just doesn't look that exciting.
Makes me think now that it's definitely going to be only in the mini game, just from how it looked.
I don't know. Like, in order to fly through rings, I feel like you have to have a consistent amount of momentum to make it fun. Like, you want to be Sonic or Spider-Man in Spider-Man 2, like flinging through the city going really fast. Koraidon and Miraidon are not fast. I don't know. Like, even, like, Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild. I feel like when Link jumps off of a tower, it's fun, because you're going very fast.
Well, it's because they're momentum-based, and there is no momentum in these games.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Koraidon and Miraidon can go any faster, because if they did, the game would explode. If they did, the game would go kaboom.
Use 2 Joy-Cons at once? Does that work? Oh, my Beauregard was a Dustox as well, Braylon. It's fine.
Oh, the Ogre ousting. See, it's so funny. The game is super not difficult, and then they'll throw in one thing here or there that's just like insanely hard. The Ogre ousting thing, though, I guess some of the Ogre clan were a little bit challenging if you were caught off guard. Like when I didn't have a full team party, I actually got wiped. But the ogre ousting thing, I don't think any of the rewards were ever really worth it for me to put in that work, you know? If you're gonna make something challenging, have it be rewarding.
I think there was a shiny Munchlax, wasn't there?
I think so, but I already have that. I hatched one. I hatched one myself. Like, if they gave me, like, a set of 10... I mean, even 10 is kind of pitiful, but if they gave me, like, a set of apricorn balls, maybe we could have a conversation, you know? That's the real way to incentivize me in a Pokemon game. Give me apricorn balls. That's what I'll do challenges for, please. Yeah, and Herb Mystica if they'd ever bother to give it away for anything. They did announce Hisui Sammy is the next one. I think it's gonna be Water Terra type. So, okay.
Water? Really?
Yeah, I think it's
all the
water.
Other ones were like, all the other ones were different from their typings. They got water.
I want to say it was water. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yep, I knew we'd roll a dupe with you as the leader. We haven't seen Ray in 5,000 years. How you been, buddy? What's up, Trains?
Hey, Train. Hopefully I get this.
We haven't seen this boy in 5,000 years. Man, if you got Rayquaza, then you'd only need Gordon. Because you have Kyogre.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be sweet. Rayquaza's super easy. Well, I say as I fought it twice.
I mean, we have like 3 ice types.
Yeah, unfortunately, when Rayquaza doesn't have access to its Mega Evolution, oh, the poor guy is going for Twister. Oh no. Oh, Ray.
Oh, the Hisui ones were their original type, huh? Oh well.
Yeah, go Tangela. Tangela's got this, chat. Tangela's got this on lockdown. E-Speed. Didn't even kill. Dang, this is gonna be a 2-turner. That's crazy. Look at Tangela go! Tangela match MVP! Boom! GG! Good luck!
I don't have a premiere.
You want to use Lux on Ray, please.
I only have Premier, Love, and Beast.
Love. I would do Beast. TBH.
Well, I did Love now. You told me to do Love.
I didn't tell you to do anything! Here, I will put my Ray on screen to manifest a shiny for you. There you go. We're manifesting. Yeah, I feel maybe Samurott will be more of a challenge than Decidueye and Typhlosion were. I mean, Typhlosion was fairly easy. Decidueye was okay. No?
No.
Dang. Rip. You chose Oshawott for your starter? Nice. I picked Rowlet.
I did too.
I went with Rowlet. Rowlet's a starter I'd never picked before, so that was part... I mean, I legitimately like Hisui Decidueye the most out of the 3, but I also hadn't ever chosen Rowlet in a game before.
Mm.
Alright, let's do it. Yeah, Samurot's pretty decent. Let's take Hitmontop. I feel like we haven't... Hitmons are nowhere to be found in Scarlet Violet. I'm really surprised I took too much Aaron. I'm surprised they haven't shown off the legendary thing we're gonna get in part 2 yet. Because they marketed it for Dynamax Adventures. I definitely remember the first Dynamax Adventures trailer.
There's still gonna be one trailer before.
You think so?
I think. Yeah, it's still like a month, little under a month away.
I don't know.
I think there will be. That's what supposedly is being said.
There is some way in part 2 to get shiny legendaries. That's all we know. Spectrier and Enamorus were... Who posted 2 pictures of them, both shiny.
I mean, they might just be a gift.
There's no
or
way.
Or you have to find them in the world.
If they make me do another painful Enamorus mission, I will cry. I will openly weep. Never again. Never again. Ugh. Yeah, maybe they could be events. We don't even know. See, this is why I want them to show us. I wanna know. Man, if they're events though, then people would just have like hosted shinies. Which I don't know if that's any fun. I don't know. I would love to get Spectrier shiny. And I would assume Pokemon like Urshifu are in there because it's pretty ludicrous how good Urshifu is, and that you have to buy another game in DLC just to get it if you want to use it competitively. We do know that Expanding Force is coming back as a TM. They held out on us. Only 9 Pokemon that are not on the Switch? Well, a good chunk of those are elemental monkeys, I can tell you that. And then, what, Watchog? Patrat? I don't know who the 9th would be. It's all the elemental monkeys, Patrat, Watchog, and somebody else. Another mysterious option. Oh, Furfrou, of course. So, elemental monkeys, Watchog, Patrat, and Furfrou. Wow. Now there's a handful of unique Pokemon.
Furfrou is gonna remain out until Gen 6, I bet.
They kind of... With Pokemon like Furfrou and Alcremie, they kind of write themselves into a corner. Because you have to implement all the haircuts, you have to program an NPC, you have to place that NPC. I don't even remember. I think it was flying? I don't remember. Was it steel? It's steel. Yeah, I actually don't mind Furfrou. I think it's a very fitting, like, Paris. I think it fits with Kalos quite well. I like it shiny, too. No, they really don't, Chris. They really don't. Like, think of what a nightmare Alcremie was to bring over. Like, that's absolutely I don't know why they went so hard on a million different Alcremie forms. Like, I really like Alcremie. But think of how much of a nightmare that has to be to keep putting into games with its 5,000 different flavors. Furfrou is a kind of fun Pokemon too, where you could keep bringing it back and give it like one new hairstyle or something like that. Maybe to fit like whatever environment it's being put in.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
Ooh, full odd shinies, nice. Yeah, I like Alcremie too. I mean, I remember when I got Alcremie in Poke Clicker, it was like, I actually printed out a spreadsheet. I was dedicated to the Alcremie cause. I printed out a spreadsheet to help me figure out which forms I had and which ones I needed. Yeah, Alcremie's, if depending on what you consider like a living dex, if you want to have one of all the Alcremies, mamma mia. That is some spicy sweet cream. The next Spotlight Hour, Lechonk. Lechonk. I think I got a shiny Lechonk from Pogo. Hello. What's the point of Spotlight Hours? I don't know. Very rarely have I ever gotten a shiny from a Spotlight Hour. I think I got a Meowth once. I guess the point of Spotlight Hours is getting like Stardust and whatever other
bonus.
Yeah, whatever other thing they dangle above you. No shinies yet to speak of, but we'll see. Psychic Fire Dragon. Might be good to take Flareon if, just in case this is something like Kartana. Also, speaking of the legendary thingamajig, we don't even know what it is. I can't even like give it a name. But apparently the Ultra Beasts are not included. So there will be no Ultra Beasts in Part 2 of the DLC. Or so they say, of course. Which, again, I think that's fine. Almost all of them are available here, so I think that's fine. No, don't explode Hitmontop. Oh, that actually killed me. Wow.
What was an Oko?
Yeah. Flareon, why? Is it because I said you have the worst evolution shiny? Is that why? I think I just got targeted. Oh, wonderful. I can Dynamax my dead Hitmontop. Thanks a lot, Dynamax Adventures. Oh yeah, happy Eevee Day, chat. Happy Eevee Day. Today was actually Eevee Day. yeah, oh yeah, tomorrow is the next episode of, what is it called? Paldean Winds? It focuses on the kid with the Quaxley.
Oh, really?
I don't know, he seems like the least interesting. There are all those characters are already kind of bland. I don't know, maybe it'll surprise me. What can Comedy Relief Boy give us? Oh, my Team Flare glasses. Hey, I'll give, I might think Team Flare is like the worst evil team, and Lysander is just a incoherent weirdo, but the admins are cool looking. I'll give them that. I'll give them that. It's a shame they did nothing with those cool designs. Why were they even so, like, fashionable? Like, they made it a point to have, like, fashion be a part of Team Flare, and then they kind of just didn't do anything with it. It's fashion because Paris. The French people like fashion.
That's pretty much
Is that why they did it? Oh, well, they like fashion in Paris, so... Oh, well, look at who we have here. We have Cortana. Once again, we cut a worthless object. Good thing you picked up Flareon.
Yeah.
Flareon should dumpster this thing. I love Hitmontop's tail. Hitmontop is so much fun. I really like Hitmontop. We'll do a little Pokedoku break after this round, chat. I'm itching to do another Pokedoku. Ooh, look at that damage. Audino spitting hot flames. GG. GG. I love that they continue to have normal types learn weird, wacky moves. That's my favorite Gen 1, one of my favorite Gen 1 quirks.
That's always easy.
I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? That normal type can just learn a bunch of, like, other type moves. I feel like it makes sense. You can tell they put thought into it, at least. Alright, any shinies out of this batch? Let's see. Nope. Nope. Also no. Dang. Berserker is such a funny Pokemon.
Yep, nothing for me.
Alright. Here is the link. If y'all want to do this. Well... But it's Pokedoku time. This is by Jared. Alright, okay, we got some wordy one. We got a wordy one today. First in evolution line was evolved by trade. Okay. Kalos. First in evolution line. This could be... Does not include Pokemon without an evolutionary line. So grass type, this could be anything from like Chikorita to Oddish, right? What's a grass type nobody in their right minds would ever pick?
Let me do it.
What's an obscure grass Pokemon nobody would ever pick?
Ramblin'.
Ooh.
1%. Haha.
Ramblin's actually a good one.
Ghost?
I got one. this work? 2.2% for Capsicid. I can't believe that's even 2 point. Who thought about Capsicid? I thought about Scovillain first, and then I was like, wait, it's Capsicid. First, everybody's gonna do Ghastly. I bet Ghastly is gonna be the most popular. Who's an obscure ghosty? We could do... Okay, average, small, large, super. Large. 3%. 3% went with Pumpkaboo large. First an evolutionary line for Kalos. How about... Is that too obvious?
I'm gonna do Binacle.
We did Honedge.
2%.
Was evolved by trade. Well, what other ghost type besides Gengar evolves by trade?
Doesn't Dusknoir?
I think it did. Yeah. No?
Yep.
It was evolved by trade.
Grass evolved by trade. I think Serena is one, isn't it?
Oh, boy. I'm brain dead. I can't think right now. I mean, the easy answer here is Gengar. Grass evolved by trade. Who the heck is evolved by trade with who it is grass type? I feel like a Pokeboomer right now. I can only think about like Machamp, Gengar, Alakazam.
I mean, like...
Final Evolution.
Oh. I know.
Wait. I have Pumpkaboo here. Gorgeist. Duh.
Yeah. 8% Gourgeist.
I just needed to think about that for maybe more than 1 second. Okay. Alright. Final Evolution Ghost. Well, there's only about 1 million ghost types that we could choose here. Who is grass evolved by trade? I guess Gourgeist and Trevenant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody else? Or is that it?
I think that's it.
Trev.
Final Ghost.
Ah, 46.7. Oh no. My uniqueness gone. So for Kalos, that would be what? What the hell is that ugly Pokemon's name? Aromatisse, right? Slurpuff or Aromatisse? Okay.
Or Swirlix, yeah.
Slurpuff. Final Evolution Kalos. This could be anything. Talonflame, Goodra, Aegislash. I don't know. What would be like the least...
Final Ghost. I'm going to do Cursola. Yes!
Ooh, that's a good one. I almost want to steal that one. I don't know why I'm thinking like Vileplume, Victory Bell. It's an obscure grass type. This is where Pokedoku actually gets challenging. Damn. You have to think about uniqueness.
Dragalge was 2%.
Dragalge.
What the hell? This guy is like Halloweened out. You're not gonna believe the favorite.
What about... Okay. We got 1.5. What can we do for grass that's unique? feel like Victory Bell, Vileplume. What about...
Do Lurantis.
There. Boom. Perfect.
Lurantis.
That would be probably a good one, actually. And then, how about...
Kalos, do Barbaracle.
Yay! Look at this. This is like the most unique Pokedoku I've ever done. Okay, where did people... Whoa!
Yeah, you see.
That is very spooky.
He picked...
I like how the Gorgeist average has a different sprite than the other Gorgeist.
Wow, Gimmighoul was one of the least popular.
Oh yeah, I could have done Gimme Ghoul. Gorgeist large, so people went with Dusknoir, Shandy, Gengar, Dragapult. There's a lot of ghost types, chat. Basculegion, I would have never thought of. Wow. Sedinja. Venusaur, Victory Bell.
Dipplin only has 11
No!
votes.
Falapple Gmax was the least popular. Only 9 people did Falapple Gmax. Amoonguss. Wow, no love for Executor.
Ew, Greninja Battle Bond is the least popular.
Why is that even in here?
Yeah.
Noibat was not very popular. Interesting. Foongus is not popular. I guess I'll have to remember that Foongus and Amoonguss are not very popular picks. And there we go. Meowscarada actually scored me some good points there. Not bad. Alright, back into the Dynamax grind, chat. If they ever have an infinite I say this every time, but if they ever do, an infinite Pokedoku, we're gonna stream that all day. Just going to sleep, turn my online off.
They tease something that they're gonna have a count soon, so they will.
Yeah. Wait, was Slurpuff more popular? Slurpuff had 18.9% and Aromatisse had 18.6%. That's funny. I could have just did more Gorgeist. And that would have worked out fine. Tyler hit A. Thank you. Flareon, Lairon, Clang. We'll go Flareon. My dear friend Flareon has returned. Lurantis is such a unique cry. Alright, we got a fire type. So this could be Reshiram. This could be Heatran. Do I have anybody else that's fire? Fire! What?
I have to switch.
Nope, that's all it could be. It could either be Heatran or Reshi. I have Entei and I have Moltres. We got Moltres really fast. Moltres is a certifiable friend of the stream. Meanwhile, Articuno is a betrayer. Zapdos is also a friend of the stream. Well, this is not great for me.
Good me.
Oh no, not the quick attack. Pelipper, please. Alright, it's almost gone. Entei took a while. I want to say Entei, of all the fire types, Entei was the one that took us the longest. I think Entei was almost... Did we go over 100 for Entei? It was a long... It was a long process for Entei. I think Entei was definitely the one that took... No, or was it Raikou? I don't even remember at this point. Suicune was the easiest. Suicune was like, boom, done. I think Suicune took 15. Which... Bless Suicune for that one. But Raikou and Entei took a while. Hello! Alpha Pokemon, I think? Aren't they just, I think they just spawn. You can fight them at right now, but you probably don't want to. I do miss the Alpha Pokemon. They really did feel, scary. When Lavington told you that that wild Pokemon are dangerous creatures and you encountered an Alpha Pokemon, you believed that man right away. You definitely believed that man right away. I wish we had that universe where Octillery was still a tank.
That'd be cool.
I know. I feel like that would never happen. Ever. These days. Like, they're not gonna make a Pokemon into a tank. I mean, that's probably why they cut it, like, 20 years ago. I think we just had the 24th anniversary of Gold and Silver releasing in Japan. 24... What is that? Does that sound right?
Yeah, 24 it was.
That's so long I don't even think it sounds correct. Remoraid also being a literal gun is something... I wonder what gave them cold feet. Why they felt the need to change them back to just a regular fish and an octopus. I mean, Octillery kept its name. Remember the episode in the anime where Octillery showed up, and I remember that scene where it, like, goes inside of a pot and, like, hides in there?
Oh, yeah.
You remember that? That was probably my favorite, like, stretch of episodes. Like, part of Gen 2 into, like, Orange Islands and stuff like that.
Yeah, those are fun.
I mean, the OG episodes are iconic, of course, but... The Orange Islands just hit differently. Really a shame that they never ended up having the Orange Islands in anything outside of the anime.
Remember, we're fighting a fire type.
And it's funny, because even the Orange Islands themselves, I feel like they would never do the Orange Islands today the way they did it back in the day. Like, they would never introduce pink Pokemon anymore. There would never be a Crystal Onyx. Like, if it, like, doesn't exist in the games, they would never introduce it these days, you know what I mean?
The Great Crystal Onyx.
People still talk about Crystal Onyx to this day. Why is that so, like... Why can't people, let go of Crystal Onyx? They just can't let it go. It's terastallized Onyx, true. I mean, I feel like the pink Pokemon were fun. Maybe there's an alternative, I can't speak today, universe where you would have berries that could affect the color of your Pokemon. What's up, Justin?
That'd be neat, yeah.
Oh yeah, Silver, I know what you mean. They did like, they had Pokeballs, right? They had these like weird anime-only Pokeballs.
Yeah, there was a purple one.
They had one that had wheels. It's like, yes! Yes, can we influence them to bring new Pokeballs in Gen 10, please? This is what I want. I love that SpongeBob gif. This is what we wanted. People asking under every Twitter post for anime-exclusive Pokemon. I think that already happens. It's either that or Cowboy Hat Caterpie. Although they should add Cowboy Hat Caterpie. Come on, that'd be great. We have to admire his dedication at some point. If any real human people even work at Niantic. I'm not sure they do. They fired all the real people that work there and it's just a bunch of robots. Yellow Pokeballs? I agree, because, like, what are our options in terms of... There's so... like, purple as well, besides Master Ball, and... There's yellow on, like, the level ball and the luxury ball. But that's kind of it. Yeah, there's so many, like, basic colors we're really missing. Yeah, and Quick Ball. Everybody's favorite Pokeball, right? Pokeball with the most controversy. It's Reginald. You got a Bidoof on the team, Braylon? Nice. Bidoof will lead you to victory. Great, I can go for Scale Shot with Barrascuda, chat.
Yeah,
Big things. Big things coming out of Barrascuda right now, let me tell ya. Does Reshi have a wide guard move?
I don't know.
Wow, only 2 times. That's sad. That's sad. Only twice. Come on. Oh yeah. Wow, that extra sensory did more than half my health. Oh, you found your first alpha, Braylon. Nice. It's kind of wild how PLA has an actual kind of sense of exploration and adventure, and that's just completely lacking from Scarlet and Violet. Like, what happened? What happened there? Like, you got me scratching my head. Look at Barraskewda's little, like, mustache? Question mark? Why does... I guess Barraskewda has orange on it, but they just kind of made it look like a actual fish. It doesn't have any fun colors.
Yeah, I think it should have been brighter.
Yeah, I would not have approved this on the cutting room floor. Because Paldea is just a flat circular island. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's wild how the games they work on at the same time all just feel so different from each other. From like Let's Go to Sword and Shield to Scarlet and Violet and PLA. It's just... It's interesting, I guess. Smell stale fish just by looking at Barraskewda. They say that every Pokemon is somebody's favorite, chat. I don't believe that. Nobody's favorite Pokemon is Barraskewda.
Yeah, because what's there to like about it?
Actually, my brother's cousin's sister, twice removed, loves Barraskewda and Arrokuda. They're like her favorite. They always love giving me Dynamax when I'm dead.
I'm using Weather Ball.
Yeah, they went for like a propeller. It's supposed to be like a boat propeller, but I'm sorry, that's just not interesting. A fish that has a boat propeller on it is just not very intriguing. Maybe if they made it more robotic, like a Violet Iron Paradox Pokemon, but it's just a damn fish with a mustache. Oh no, looking up any Pokemon on Twitter is risky business.
We're going to lose.
Reshiram is hard. Dragon Fire is great typing.
Womp womp womp.
I still wish they would do another Pokemon poll. Determine what is truly the least popular Pokemon. I would just love to know that. Maybe in some world, if you could combine Barraskewda and Sharpedo, you could have a cool Pokemon, honestly. I mean, I don't hate Sharpedo. But I would like a shark Pokemon that isn't, like, cut in half.
Yeah, he really is chopped.
Mega Sharpedo sucks. They didn't do anything for that man. Wow, well, we actually won, chat. GG.
Can't believe it.
We actually pulled it off. Hey, our hammerhead is Garchomp. That's why Garchomp rules. It's a land shark. Does it get any cooler than a dragon and a shark? I don't think so.
After this run, I'll be right back.
I really love Reshiram shiny. This would be such a good pickup. Please be shiny. Then we would only need Kyurem. Here we go. Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope.
No, that's Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's not Red Eyes Gold Dragon. Dang. Ultra Ball for shiny Reshiram over Lux? Ain't no way. Reshiram is one of the classiest shinies of all time. I can't think of a more fitting Pokeball than Lux.
Ultra Ball? No.
I don't ever use base Pokeball, Great, or Ultra for anything. Hey.
Great Ball's the ugliest.
Great Ball is the ugliest. You know what I'll never get over, chat? That the Ultra Ball, in Japanese, it's called a Hyper Ball. And the ball has an H on it for hyper. That's why we have hyper potions. And yet, they changed it when they localized it. We still have hyper potions. And yet, they changed Hyper Ball to Ultra. Why? Why would you do that? That's one of those things that keeps me up at night. Maybe I should @Knob on Twitter and ask him at some point.
Yeah, why did they do it?
Like, we still have hyper potions. Ugh. It's so annoying. So, Great Ball must be Super Ball, right? In Japanese. Okay, we got another dragon. It could be Rushy again. Ow. Great Ball. Yeah, Great Ball is Super Ball, so we have Super Potion and Hyper Potion, and then they just did not translate that with the Pokeballs. Like, what is wrong with Super Ball and Hyper Ball? Like, we definitely have the word super and hyper in the English language. What happened? Like, what happened there? I think some of it's done to be marketable, but still, like, again, what's wrong with Super Ball? What's not marketable about Super Ball? What's up, Ozone?
Why did it want to heal me?
What, Comfey?
Yeah.
Because the AI is stupid. The AI, no think good. Beast Balls? Let's see. Beast Ball. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Ultra Ball. Beast Balls are called Ultra Balls in Japanese. Why? Why have they done this? I am not joking. Beast Balls are called Ultra Balls in Japanese. That's funny. What a mess. Like, think about that by, like, looking up specific Pokeballs on, like, Google. You're gonna get a million different results because they're all different names in different languages. That's so weird. Yeah, I think Beast Ball sounds pretty cool. But the fact that they could not call it Ultra Ball because we already had Ultra Ball is pretty hysterical. When they got that assignment during Gen 7, they were like, oh, they called it an Ultra Ball. Well, that's gotta change. And we're going big Durant right now. I don't think I've ever used Durant outside of Dynamax Adventures.
Same.
I don't think I've ever used Heatmore outside of Dynamax Adventures either. Resident Evil / Biohazard moment. Resident Evil. How do they say it? Biohazard. How do they do the title screen in Japanese? You're over base odds? Oh no, that sucks. It always feels dreadful to go over odds on any type of shiny. Sometimes the Pokemon names are funny too. Like the fact that they don't ever translate the Pikachu clones. Like they don't translate Togedemaru or anything like that. Pachirisu. They just keep them the same. Bayleaf is the same in Japanese, except it's spelled like the herb in Japanese.
That's funny.
Yeah. I guess they wanted you to be able to look up Bayleaf and not have it be Bayleaf the spice. They just say Biohazard? That's funny. Ooh, I'm eager to shiny hunt Whimsicott in part 2, chat. It's happening. Our blue ram sheep gingerbread friend will return. Haven't shiny hunted anything in months. I can't blame you there. I don't know, Sword and Shield. Scarlet and Violet just doesn't have, I don't know, you have Outbreaks and you have miserable Masuda method. It's just like, none of the methods in Scarlet and Violet are all that fun. Outbreaks are fine, I guess. Unless I get it here. True. True. Yes, I mean, Sword and Shield didn't really have any fun methods either until Dynamax Adventures came along, so... I'm curious, what's everyone's favorite shiny method? Masuda, chain fishing, anything. I mean, I guess you could say full odds.
Dexnav from Omega Ruby.
Yeah,
Alpha Sapphire.
Dexnav, wormhole hunting.
Dexnav was the most fun, I think. Chain fishing too.
SOS hunting. Masuda. Just doing Sammy's sandwiches.
Radar hunting in the originals was really on your toes.
Oh yeah, radar hunting.
It was hard to see the pixels.
The thing about doing that in like BDSP, or I guess it was even worse in the originals, is that the game can just decide to end your streak. Masuda's your favorite? Masuda's like old reliable. At least it was until recently. Had more Mons, it would be your favorite. Yeah, the pool is kind of limited. chain fishing. Nobody said chain fishing, but I'm gonna say I did enjoy chain fishing. I thought it was fun. And it's sad that fishing in general is just gone now.
I've never tried it, but I like seeing people shiny hunt in the Safari Zone.
Yeah, Gen 9 Masuda is so awful. I'm glad when people say that because I feel validated. I really do not like
methods that can easily fail, and you have to stay on your toes to complete them.
Is that Barraskewda again? Honestly, sometimes the best parts about, like, Masuda is that you don't really have to think much about it. You just have a set path that you take, you collect eggs, that's it. It really isn't more complicated than that. You just have to put 2 Pokemon in there, and you're done.
Yeah, it's boring.
There's no setup, there's no manipulation you have to do, there's no timing.
I've never, like, plotted out the Safari weeks, but I've glanced at them, yeah.
Sandwich shiny hunting with friends in Union Circle. So you like soft resetting? Soft resetting might be my least favorite. I don't like having a menu. Like, having to close the game and turn it back on and go through, like, the starting screen and all that just to check a Pokemon that's very unlikely to be shiny. It's just, not my favorite.
Like, having to do the puzzle each time before the Reggies and Sword and Shield. Oh.
That would be an effective way to torture me. Okay, my internet dipped there, but I think it's better now.
I really do wish BDSP was better, because I think I would have been more wanting to do chain radar hunting, because I do like radar hunting.
Here's an observation I have. I didn't like Masuda and BDSP either. I think Masuda is only as good as the route you have on where the daycare is. If you have a long route that you could just go forwards and backwards, it's fine.
Yeah, the route in Gen 4 is, like, amazing.
Terrible. And the fact that it changes the music too drives me insane.
It's good for hatching eggs, though. See, I never went into Nemanis Park a single time. I never went into it.
Neither did I. Neither did I.
Not a single time.
I've been Dynamax Adventures pilled. I can't consider doing legendaries anywhere else but here.
Also, I don't even think the shiny charm affects them, so it's just kind of like, what was the point?
Game? Okay. Scared me for a second there.
Everyone's having internet issues.
It's our friend Latios. We haven't seen her in forever, chat.
And with Black and White remakes supposedly on the way.
Ugh.
What shiny hunting method would be coming with it? Well, fishing would be back.
I would hope so. They better bring back fishing.
Daycares would be back. Okay, that's 2. And then the third one that I can only
I don't know, Tyler. You're making a lot of assumptions here. I guess if it's a bog standard remake, which, why does anybody want that anymore? When I agree fully with Joe, I know something's wrong, but he said he doesn't want any, like, remakes anymore unless they do something different, and it's like, yeah, I agree. I don't just want to play Black and White again. I could do that anytime. Booting up my old copy. Like, if you're just gonna remake the blah, blah.
Yeah, I would hate for it to be one-to-one. I just don't want it
That's so
to be.
boring. Okay, good.
But
We hit
if
the
they
prayer
added in
off.
the sea gear shiny thing.
If BDSP is the standard, then meh. If BDSP is the standard, then Arceus help all of us.
I agree, Silver. It's gotta be exactly like the design philosophy for Heart Gold Soul Silver, where it's made for newcomers to the games and also has the people that originally played the game in mind.
I watched a video yesterday, chat, that had me thinking. And I know you're gonna say, wow, Silver's gonna dump on Tears of the Kingdom again. But it was about Tears of the Kingdom and how they just don't care about the lore the way fans do. They don't care. They got rid of all the Sheikah stuff because the Sheikah stuff was blue and they have to have green now. They don't care. They don't care about the lore. They don't care about telling a important story. They just don't care. That's not important to them. And it's like, yeah, that's true. And there was a comment that said, it sucks learning that you love, how did it go? When you love a creation more than the creator. Damn.
You said there was a comment that somebody said that the devs had more fun working in their engine than the
oh
actual
yeah,
game
they
or
absolutely
whatever.
did. They absolutely did. they don't give a
I'm an
shit about
outsider
lore.
looking in.
I don't know, that comment kind of like just hit me. Like, it sucks when creators don't love their creation as much as you do. It's like, oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Like, I wonder what other franchise you could apply that to.
Pokemon.
I wonder what other franchise you could apply that to.
What if Pokemon applied the $10 tip? What would you do?
All games on the next Nintendo console are gonna be $70.
No. I don't want to pay $90 for a video game.
Ugh, that just hurt. That comment was so true.
Well, at least it has Ocarina of Time references.
Just pointless. Pointless. They referenced that Ganondorf scene in Ocarina of Time for what? For nothing. I saw that thing and I clapped. Cheap nostalgia bait. Just empty. What an empty game. God, we could have had the greatest sequel of all time and they just don't freaking care. They don't care. GG.
Are you talking about Tears of the Kingdom, Chris, or a different game? Oh wait, obviously not, never mind.
Boring realistic style. That always sucks. Nope. 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 You know what also sucks? No shinies. That also sucks.
Shiny Comfey will be blue.
Correct. Just Comfey, though. Just the Pokemon itself, not the flowers, which... I hate that. Comfey could have had a cool-ass shiny. don't know, it's like when you think about things like Elden Ring, like, they care so much about the lore, like, with things like Bloodborne and Elden Ring, and then you just have Zelda, and it's like, they clearly just don't keep that stuff in mind at all.
Maybe they're saving a lot of the lore stuff for the movie.
Oh, I like that copium, Tyler. That's fun copium. Tim's, oh no, not Tim. It's
Epic?
insane that Epic Games is not, like, making any money after 5 years. Like, what's going on, man? How are you doing this?
Fortnite?
Flygon. Another, man, it's the Steel Dragon Knight, everybody. Steel Dragon Knight. And we got nothing for a steel type here.
In that Tears of the Kingdom video you watched, they said at the start too that Ganon just breaks the Master Sword for no.
Oh
for,
yeah,
for
they
some
do.
reason.
There's, like, from Link, it was from, like, Link to the Past, where they explained that the Master Sword was specifically crafted to fight Ganondorf in the Triforce. And one little stupid-ass stone makes Ganondorf stronger than, like, even having to have the Triforce. Goofy. Goofy. Secret Stone? Demon King? The Imprisoning War? Dog shit.
There was something else about Rauru, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it's like...
You would know it better than I.
Yeah. It's just, it makes me so mad. Also, I really just feel like Tears just fell off. Nobody talks about that game anymore. Nobody does, like... People are not cranking out as many videos as they were for Breath of the Wild. Don't attack Durant. Durant is just a sweet ant.
There was also something that said it totally glossed over if the DLC from Breath of the Wild was even a thing, which is kind of just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
If you bought the DLC for that part, that storyline, I guess screw you.
Here, I'll link the video in question because I do think it's a good video. But man. And then it's so weird. You have such a lore-heavy brand like Zelda, and then Pokemon. It doesn't have as much lore as I feel like it has just callbacks. You know what I mean? Will this work?
This should work, Ozone. I just generated a new link.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully that lets you in.
Having something that stands alone and doesn't get bogged down by tons of lore isn't a bad thing. It's just with Zelda, it's like they keep making direct references, like with the Ganondorf scene in the royal court with Rauru, which is just identical to Ocarina of Time, and then they just do nothing with it. It doesn't mean anything. It's just, I saw that reference and I clapped. The Ganondorf is just evil. What's he about? Who knows? He just has a little, he wants a little stone. He wants a powerful stone. And I think a lot of what got people really interested into theory crafting with Breath of the Wild, because obviously they just reused the map. So we already have seen the remains of Lon Lon, the Temple of Time. Like, been there, done that.
Like, what's up, Chungus?
Like, what's up, Chungus? Exactly. I don't know, what also gets me too is just like the ending cutscene when Link catches Zelda and it's just like two robots, two dolls.
There was a moment in that video where he went over the fresh start thing, but it contradicts itself because there's some guy that recognizes you and like tells of your.
Yeah, they pick and choose what's canon from Breath of the Wild.
There was like some guy that knew you, but then the house building guy didn't, is what he said. Goblin or whatever his name was. Goblin?
Olsen?
Goblin?
Goblin these nuts.
I don't know. I'm literally just parroting what I read or what I heard from the video.
It isn't the catch, it's what happens after. First of all, they would have been paced. Falling that far out. I know it's a video game. I know. Suspend your disbelief, but they would have been fucking splatted on the pavement. No. But then, like, it's so impersonal. They don't hug. They don't really touch. There's just no physicality between these characters. It's like Link and Zelda should be overjoyed after what they just did, and they just kind of stand there and look at each other. It's so empty, hollow.
I want to see a big party like the end of Wind Waker, where they're all jumping and dancing. And
like, I don't need them to, like, make out or anything, but just have some sort of physicality between these two characters that just went through a hell of a journey. It's like in the village where Zelda has the school and nobody fucking knows who Link is. Like, Link would not leave Zelda's side, and yet she lives there, has a school there, and nobody knows who Link is. Why? It's so dumb. They just don't care. They just did not bother. They just don't care.
Amnesia.
Like, not even the mayor or the mayor's wife know who Link is. And it's just like, this is so stupid. They're so afraid. Are they so afraid of alienating new players that they just have to make it like a blank slate? Like, wouldn't you want to go incentivize people to go pick up Breath of the Wild? It's not like they stopped selling the game.
What about the 5 statues?
Oh, God. In Breath of the Wild, that was really cool. They had the statues that were so obviously meant to be sages, and then in Tears of the Kingdom, it was just a dumb resolution. You thought they were sages, but JK.
Oh.
I don't know, and Zelda's character in general just continues to be underutilized. And the fact that the sad, like, melancholic moment at the end of the game is supposed to be what's-her-face, like, passing on. Like, give me a break.
Who?
Raru's sister.
Goat lady?
Yeah, goat lady. Yeah, I can't even bother to remember her name. That's how little she gets. As somebody
that doesn't...
That's how little character she gets.
Why are there goat people?
Because, like, the Zonai and stuff.
Yeah, but where did they come from?
That's Anuma's mystery box.
Numa.
He took that idea
No,
from
I'm not
J.J.
angry.
Abrams.
I'm not angry that there's goat people. I'm saying, where did they come from?
Yeah, you're asking like their lore relevance.
Zelda's always had fantastical beasts, but if they introduce new ones, where did they come from?
They've been like hinted at.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know, the stuff with the Sheikah, just all the Sheikah shit just disappearing. Ugh.
Are the goat people in Breath of the Wild?
I want to say there's like a few sentences that talk about them.
Interesting. So it's Breath of the Wild timeline. Right? They're not in any other games, right?
I don't know. I'm not that, like... Hyrule Historia kind of ruined Zelda. That was where, like, they started actually, like, putting this shit together, and it's like... I don't know.
Oh, they had ruins in Breath of the Wild. Huh.
Yeah, they're referenced to.
Well, that's better than it just being a blip out of nowhere.
But it's like, we already had a Rauru. He was the old guy from Ocarina. I so wish we had gotten that Temple of Light from Ocarina of Time. Man. Every day. Every day I wake up, I wish we had gotten the Light Temple. That would have been so cool. We are not hunting anyone in particular. We're doing randoms. We have a steel type. Could be Kartana, this could be Solgaleo, this could be Stacka. This could be Heatran. It's Stacka! Box time. See how this goes. Stacker shows up every once in a while. Here's a Pokemon I've never used. Talk about Pokemon that I have no experience ever using. Stakataka would be on that list. I guess I have experience fighting it, but I've never used it. Imagine getting yelled at by an ant. And then said ant perishes. Rest in peace, ant. Durant. Oh, Flareon got taken out too. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. No! Stack is gonna Beast Boost! So what is it called? Ultra Boost in Japanese? Today I have learned. Golurk's so cool. GG. Guess we'll do Lux Ball.
Yeah, you can unlock backgrounds for the studio.
I never play around with photo modes in Pokemon games. I don't like photo modes really at all.
No.
In any video game. I am anti-photo mode. Beast Boost in Japanese is Beast Boost. Oh, the inconsistency. Shaking my head.
Shiny Orbeetle.
Oh,
nice.
congrats! Nice.
Purple.
Why he Urple? I hope Pikmin 4 wins something at the Game Awards. Not that it... I don't know.
It will.
Not that the Game Awards are like the end-all be-all of just an advertisement show, but still. I hope so, Justin. Play Pikmin 4, it's a good game. Alright, anybody else?
No.
Seadra, Shiinotic, and Scyther. The 3 S's.
I'm gonna guess it's gonna be Kyogre.
Oh, Jesus. That's a scary guess. Skarmory's got such a cool cry. Another dragon! It really is the Knight of the Dragon in the Steel type. Dialga would fit in great here if I didn't already have it. Rotom or Dreadnought? What's your least favorite Gen 8 Pokemon, Tyler?
Jeez. There's a lot of them.
I really don't like Dreadnought. Every time we see it in Dynamax Adventures, it's just like, what a boring Pokemon.
I mean, it's hard not to pick Basculegion. Or, Barraskewda.
Basculegion is a fish done right. Need to buy all the Pikmin games? You should. Pikmin 4 is probably my game of the year.
The only thing I'll say, after having played Pikmin 1 and 2, they suffer a little bit from...
They're products of their time.
New Super Mario Bros. Syndrome, where a lot of it is the exact same enemies and references.
Yeah, they definitely do a lot of that in Pikmin 4, too. Remember this guy? You remember this guy, right? Still, Pikmin 4 is a really well-made, charming, just very nice game.
Yeah, that being said, I really enjoyed it. Pikmin 2 and Pikmin 1's final bosses are so hard. I won't say them. Don't
Pikmin
say
1
it,
is
but-
definitely difficult.
You definitely have to set yourself up to win. Be prepared. Like, it definitely is a strategy game.
You gotta master the Dandori.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be a Dandori master.
Oh man, remember Eldegoss?
Oh boy. Eldegoss... I don't hate its design, but it really isn't that interesting.
Yeah.
I kind of wish it was just a solo Pokemon. Like, Gossifleur just kind of sucks.
Stonejourner sucks.
Yo, hey! How could you? Eldegoss sounds like a Digimon name. Goss digivolves into Eldegoss. Mon.
Also, it's cute, but Indeedee really is just retreading.
No,
the
no,
same
no, no,
thing.
no, no. I refuse to hear this.
Indeedee is literally just the
Indeedee's
same.
cute. What's your problem, man? It's like a little maid Pokemon.
I said it's cute. It's just like it. You have to admit, it really is just Audino 2.0.
And I love Audino. You got a problem with that?
No.
I mean, it kind of hits that trope where it's like male unhappy face, female happy face, but I still think they're cute. Meowstic is still like my favorite male and female Pokemon, along with my friend Esper.
Double sucks.
Who does?
Double.
Now you said Snubble. I'm like, what? Double falls into the same trap that every other normal early game Pokemon does. They can never nail an evolution for these that's satisfying.
Oh, and Dash Hound. Dash Hound or whatever his name is.
Bolt. Wait, Dash? No. Dash
Bolt
Bun
Hound.
is from
Bolt
Gen
Hound.
9.
Bolthund. Bolthund looks like how the police NPC in Gen 8 looks. It's an uncanny Pokemon.
Front-facing Boltund is really funny because it just looks off. Audino is underrated. Y'all are speaking the truth right now. I love Audino.
Audino got a Mega.
He only Gen 5 Pokemon. Audino supremacy. I wish I lived in the universe where Schnubble was the mythical. That would be hysterical. Move over,
Snubble's
Celebi.
cute. Granbull always reminded me of that Looney Tunes.
You know, I agree. Gramble kind of does have Looney Tunes energy. You're not wrong. Especially if you remember Gramble's animation from like Pokemon Stadium 2 and Battle Revolution, where its jaw is like really cartoony and stretchy.
It's the gray bulldog with the cat. You know what the one?
Tom and Jerry?
No, Looney Tunes. His name is Hector. This guy. Someone's gotta know what I'm talking about.
I can only think of, is he not from Tom and Jerry?
He's in Looney Tunes, I swear. Why isn't there a Tom and Jerry Pokemon?
Hate Gramble's massive flesh teeth. It does have flesh teeth, doesn't it? Can you imagine if your teeth were covered with skin?
I don't
Nightmare.
think he was originally like that, was he?
He's with Tweety Bird? Really? Today I have learned. Why did old school cartoons love bulldogs so much?
They're scary.
Yeah, probably.
Has there been any art with Gramble having actual teeth? Oh my god, there isn't.
Yeah,
It's
Gramble's
always been
teeth are
that way.
pink. They should do something with Gramble.
They should. Gramble's kind of like Annihilate, where I think it could get like a form, you know?
What would you do with a Gramble evolution, Chad? Would you change the typing at all? What kind of aesthetic would you go for?
Make it more circus-like, how Snubble has like the blue pom-poms. Make it more circusy.
Very
What do you
dark.
think?
That'd be cool. Golden Age when American animation was for adults but still kid-friendly. Yeah, now I don't think Warner Brothers, I mean, Warner Brothers wanted to get rid of that Coyote versus Acme movie. Now execs don't care at all about animation. You could give it metal teeth, fairy steel. That would be cool. Gramble will have that dog in him. Have those flesh teeth in them. It pairs together greatly with Sylveon. You heard of flesh teeth, now get ready for flesh bows.
What if they made Gramble like those, like, mutated dogs? Like, they make him look like a frog. You know how those dogs sometimes look like frogs?
I guess? There. Jeez, why do we keep running into this Pokemon?
That could be their awareness Pokemon. What's the awareness Pokemon for Gen 9?
I don't know.
Like Gen 8 had Cursola.
Oh, you mean like environmentally, like, what are you talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, Gramble and Snubble redesign. I've always liked
like
the
the
blue in
Snubble.
Snubble, though. Always liked the blue.
Yeah, the blue and pink are so good.
Smaller teeth, more top heavy, looks a lot more like a bulldog. I wouldn't mind them doing something with... when are we ever gonna get something for Delcatty? I feel like there's a lot of both dog and cat Pokemon that don't have any forms or anything. Delcatty doesn't have anything, Liepard doesn't have anything, Perugly doesn't have anything. I guess Meowth has all of them. No, not Reshi again. Ow, my bones. I know, Delcatty is so underrated. Skitty's one of my favorite. Skitty and Delcatty are two of my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon.
Delcatty should be more like lunar.
More celestial, you might say.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when they got Ed Sheeran to do a song for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet?
Oh.
As a kid, when I had my copy of Ruby, I could not figure out how to evolve Skitty. I didn't have a strategy guide, and I just kept leveling it up and being like, this is it. This is the level. Not realizing that Skitty evolves with a Moonstone. I think I got my Skitty to like level 46 before I finally like got a hold of a guide or like got on the internet and figured that out. Yeah, Skitty forever. I remember being like, oh my god. I just couldn't figure it out. Gave up on Dragonair in Gen 1 at level 50. That's funny. That's funny. How did kids complete the decks without any guides? Great question.
I got a starter to level 100 because I thought it would learn a new move or something would happen.
That's fun.
Yeah, you would just word of mouth before the
yeah. Nothing was ever as painful as me and my friends in elementary school trying to figure out how to catch Feebas. Mamma mia. I spent so much time going up and down that route looking for Feebas. $50 should be the max level for evolutions. Tell that to Unova. Unova went crazy. And they never go back and fix things like that either, so it's just the way it is. Which is funny. That's just the way it be.
Munchlax was a mystery on how to get that, just like Feebas.
Oh boy, the honey trees, the 1% from honey trees in Gen 4. Oh no, no, no.
And it's randomized. It's not a specific tree. I think that's still like one of the rarest Pokemon to ever use in a playthrough.
Bill's Garden, man. Good old Bill's Garden, that's funny. Me and my friends would always theorize over like how you could actually get Deoxys. Not realizing that it was like a ticketed event exclusive Pokemon. Those events that I would access via my Action Replay were so much fun. They felt so special. Wow, we actually beat Reshi again! GG! Good job. That was down to the wire and we still won. Nice. Yeah, maybe if you go to Moz Deep and you talk to the guy and he does the rocket launch, something special will happen.
The Jirachi rocket launch on the moon.
See, the Game Freak's no fun, because if I was a game dev and I saw, like kids talking about rumors or funny, like, tweets doing conspiracy theories, I would put so many weird things in my video game.
They added Deoxys to Oras, but they should have had Jirachi on the rocket ship.
That would have been so funny if it just passed by and Jirachi was like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Mm-hmm.
Jirachi was just like, "Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Destruggle? No shinies yet."
Nope.
Deoxys is locked in Oraz, right? So the only way you can get shiny Deoxys is from the originals. I would love to have Deoxys shiny.
Fire-red, relief green, yeah.
Oh, then I would want a Deoxys shiny for all the different attack, defense, speed. Man. Making the SS and return in yellow. I remember hearing that one as well. I remember that one. It's so funny because whenever we talk about stuff like this, it's like, even though we're all from like such different places and different ages and whatever, it's like such a shared experience. Especially as a kid, like my dad's uncle's cousin worked at Nintendo and told me that blah blah blah. Like, it happened to everybody.
I still think that the entire mystery behind Missing No is still so cool. Like, where did it come from? Who was the first to find out how to do this? Because it's such a... You have to do such specific things that it is so bizarre.
Yeah, not to sound like a stuffy old boomer, but it really is like kids these days. I mean, I'm sure, you know, kids still talk on the playground. It's not like the internet has taken over everything, but now little Timmy can just whip out his phone and fact check Jennifer if she's saying some BS.
I attempted Missing No one time. Oh wait, no. No, it was... I've never attempted Missing No, but I did the...
I did.
Glitch City in Fuchsia with the Safari Zone, and it like wrecked my game.
I surfed along the coast of Cinnabar in Red and Blue as a kid.
Nice.
It always was... I remember like how fun it was to like find this weird, obscure, like, glitch. Well, back then it was weird and obscure. Obviously now everybody knows about Missing No and all that, all the jank in Gen 1, but like back then, it was, as a kid, you're like, ooh, this is so exciting. I'm doing something I shouldn't. I'm doing something that the game developers didn't intend for me to do. Ooh. When rare candies were super limited, yes. And now you get 50 per raid. See, and rare candies were something I feel like actually made the item finder worth it, because it was so exciting to find one. That's why they need to reinvent some new Pokemon items if they're going to continue to do open world games in Pokemon. I need something exciting to, like, look in caves for. TMs and just regular items are not it. Give me something spicy. I need that dopamine rush from finding the goober item.
What if they had night vision goggles? And they made your screen, like, green or something?
What about the Sylph Scope?
Mm-hmm.
You could get the Sylph Scope and spot, like, rare ghost Pokemon or something. That would actually be kind of cool. Yeah, imagine if we could go underwater. That would require them to actually be able to craft water that didn't lag your game, though, so I wouldn't, hold your breath. Yeah, diving is what made Gen 3 feel, like, so open. Because even though you know, blah blah blah, too much water, like, you could still go underwater and in the seaweed. Like, going in through, like, the seaweed and stuff was just so much fun. Yeah, you got me, dude. I was totally going for highbrow comedy with my silly puns. Ultra uber serious around here. L joke. Shut the fuck up. Can't
you said
tell
that in YouTube chat already.
Can't tell a funny little joke. A funny little pun. Oops.
I've never done the Reggie quest. Never done the Reggie quest.
It might be one of IGN's most infamous reviews. I mean, they do have a lot. Actually, they have a lot.
That cave in Scarlet Violet that's like on the coast before the tulip, whatever her name is terrible.
I hated that cave that you had to get to that place.
Yeah.
The caves in Scarlet and Violet all just look identical. They're just stretched rock textures, so it's like there's no, like, even Sword and Shield had some unique caves. We're really scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Random dungeons hidden around the map. It's incredible how there's just nothing to really find. It's just barren. I really like the map of the first part of the DLC, but there's a lot of, like, open area. There's just no really good incentive to explore it.
Yeah, they have the landmarks in Scarlet Violet that unlock flight points, which I think is good for incentivizing exploration, but I would really like to see a Pokemon game where its like main focus is exploration. That'd be cool. PLA kind of had that vibe.
I feel like, yeah, PLA did. It's just, we talked about this earlier. It's like, why is this so absent from Scarlet and Violet, but in PLA? Now, here's something that I thought was interesting. I've seen a lot of hubbub about the Blaziken from Unite and its goofy little leather outfit, which it's very cute. Azumarill has a really cute one too, but I am probably like at least most of you don't play Unite. So it's such a shame that these really fun costumes are locked behind Unite. It's I don't know. It'd be fun if they had like where you could get costumes, or even for like your trainer character. Like, it would just be nice if you could pick up like cosmetics and stuff like that. Yeah, Yeah, how was United? United We Stand, my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card. How is Unite not nominated for anything? Wow, it's a real mystery.
SMH.
Which game do you all think had better character customization? Sword or Shield or Scarlet and Violet, chat? I'm curious. Which game do you feel like your character styles on more?
Sword and Shield by far.
Sword and Shield, Sword and Shield. The people that like Unite are deeply into it. Yeah, you just really have to like that style of game. Sword and Shield, Sword and Shield.
They advertised like new outfits in the DLC, and it was just 5. Like there was just nothing. Like what?
Yeah, you know, PLA was okay. They had some fun outfits in PLA.
PLA had fun hairstyles too.
Yeah, I think it's telling that nobody said Scarlet and Violet. I think it's telling. Had better face customization. Yeah, it really is kind of crazy that you really can't do much out of, like, picking your skin tone and your hair. Siglif, Vicky, Scolipede. No, that's not Scolipede. This is Zatu. Oh, I hate Zatu's. I hate the way Zatu looks in this game. I don't know, what gets me is that, like, the DLC for Sword and Shield had the cool crowns, and then there's just nothing in Part 1. Like, I know Part 2 isn't out yet, blah blah blah. Maybe they'll be the coolest crown of all time, but I don't know, like, it just...
to wear your Academy outfit.
The like, million $Poké kimono thing just didn't hit as much as the crown did, you know?
No. Doesn't cut it. And the hats don't even fit.
Yeah, the hats
head.
do not, like, the trainer, we just saw him, like, characters wear hats in this game and it looks fine. The way hats fit characters in Scarlet and Violet is really weird. They're humongous. If you ever put a beanie on in Scarlet and Violet, it just, like, encompasses your head. Like, look at that. That bucket hat looks good. The crowns look good.
The hats sit on top of your head.
Yeah, they actually look like hats. They don't look like... I don't even know how to describe it, but hats look really weird in Scarlet and Violet. I'm really not sure why they were so committed to making everybody wear a school uniform. Like, you can, I should say, spend so little time in the academy that it's like, well, what's going on, man? Yeah, it's crazy. Like, the hats in this game look normal.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Very weird.
One of my favorite, oh, there's so many to choose from, but one of my favorite Masuda quotes is when he said customization would only be in Kalos. Love that one. Fashion only exists in France. No other cultures care about fashion. said all Pokemon would always be available because he knows people like playing with their favorites. Yeah, you know the sick and twisted thing is that they're selling the starters back to us. That's why they'll never go back to like pre-Dexit. Because they can just sell these Pokemon back to us in the DLC.
Yeah, one of the advertising, like, selling points is every starter is in the game.
Yeah, it's kind of...
Like they should have been?
Yeah, it's a little bit sick and twisted.
It used to be?
It's a little bit sick and twisted. I mean, it's part of their marketing. It's part of their marketing. It's like, hey, remember Tepig? Well, guess what? Dun 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 dun. He's back. And I mean, not everybody has home. Home is kind of a nightmare. I do not enjoy home.
Home is garbage.
Yeah, home sucks.
And bank doesn't even work anymore. It's just garbage. Or soon.
Yeah, how are they gonna get themselves out of that one?
I think they're gonna have to make something new or just scrap it. I don't know. Like, I don't think Red and Blue is gonna come onto the Virtual Console anymore.
I mean, we don't even have a Virtual Console anymore. It's just Nintendo's extremely slow drip feed of old-ass games. It's really funny that Nintendo came out the gate when they started having, like, games getting added to their catalog. They would update it every month, and then they just stopped updating every month. Oh yeah, the Friend Safari.
I got a Ditto from the Friend Safari, I remember.
They'll never do that. I mean, again, it would be fine if they cycled these Pokemon consistently. But they don't.
Rainbow.
Like, why did we come off of, like, 2 games in a row with Starly, and they throw Starly in Gen 9 instead of, like, Toucanon, you know? I know Toucanon's gonna be in the DLC, but still. Hey, it's Lug! Hey, it's Lug! Wow, we are lagging like crazy right now. Come on. To actually use your Pokemon in home. The fact that home should be included with your Nintendo subscription. Them charging so much extra for it just doesn't sit right with me. They only let you use one. I can tell you. Yeah. I can tell you from personal experience because I stopped paying for it. You only get access to one box.
Isn't that awful? It's like if you've ever had PlayStation subscription, those games you downloaded, once your subscription runs out, you don't get to play them anymore, even though they're downloaded onto your system. You
canceled for home. Yeah, it's just way too much money. It is way too much money. You can make it work with one free box. But it's not great, you know? It's not perfect. I already arranged my one free home box for transferring Pokemon over for part 2.
I think if they included it in the Nintendo Digital Online, Digital Deluxe Online, people would be more inclined. But it's also, home caters to like 10% of the people
it's really charging their biggest fans, which I think is gross.
The amount of people that actually buy these games compared to that would actually use home is very slim.
Yeah, you're getting people who have living dexes, shiny living dexes, people that have Grumbus the Charizard from Gen 1 that they transferred all the way up to sit in Pokemon Home, like...
Yeah.
I don't know.
The whole thing's kind of just sour.
It is. It is.
They don't even give you, like, rewards or something.
No, there's no, like, it's just a bare bones storage box for your pixels.
You get stickers on the app on your phone. Oh, wow.
I love when people AFK, dude. That's my favorite. And we just sit here.
I think for people that are paying for home, maybe like every month or something, or they have those quest options, right? You could get items for the game, like for Scarlet Violet, or maybe at the end of every... You do quest for 4 weeks, mini quests, and you get items, and then at the end of every month you get, if you did all the quests, you get a specific Pokemon that has like a unique
hidden ability,
ribbon or hidden ability or stamp or something, you know?
A mark.
Mark, yeah. Just for at least like something for people that are paying for it, because instead of it just being straight up just a storage device. Even Pokemon Box had more than just a storage device.
Pokemon Box had character. Pokemon Home is sterile nothingness. They didn't even bring my girl Bridget back. Is it worth waiting for Cyber Monday? That depends on what you're interested in, Braylon. Black Friday has kind of been non-existent. It's been more like Black Friday the month.
Yeah, it would be complained about it being paywall, but I don't know what else they could do to give more to the people that are actually paying for home. Because I think for people that are actually paying for home, I don't know. I think there should be more than what you're getting.
I don't know.
Really
you could do cosmetics. You could do marks. You could do in-game items that could transfer. Like, if you store 100 Pokemon, then you get 50 Lux Balls or something like that.
You know what? Actually, if you could just... I don't know. I don't think people would complain about the items being behind it, but maybe about the Pokemon. Like hidden abilities. But they've already done that, though. That's already a thing they've done in home. Where if you have the subscription during this time,
you get a starter with a hidden ability, yeah.
With the hidden ability, so they've already done that. So honestly, since they've already done that, go further with it, I guess.
GG.
They locked Celebi behind bank, I remember. I think one other one too. Oh, Magearna. Magearna, you need a living dex for too.
There's another Pokemon I've never used, Magearna. I'd be interested to see if the Pokemon Center will have anything for Black Friday or Cyber Monday. They usually do free shipping with no minimum. Also, chat, apparently the Pokemon Center has a queue now? I did not witness this myself, but I have been told and seen screenshots that the Pokemon Center website has a queue now. If you've ever been to a website where you have to wait in a virtual queue. So that's fascinating.
The Japan one already had that.
It did, yeah. It's like, did it take the Van Gogh fiasco for them to finally, like, get off their asses and do something?
Yeah, I think more stuff like that, Justin, would work. Maybe, like, you know how they had, like, Victini, that whole thing with Victini, maybe something like that.
I think paywalling a mythical is kind of stink.
Well, they already do that now.
Yeah, they do that with Pogo. If you want a shiny mythical, now you have to pay for a Pogo. You have to pay a ticket.
So... it's already happening, so...
Morning. Alright, I'll be right back.
There's definitely bots. They added the Paldean Fates TCG Shiny Set bundle to the Pokemon Center. The pre-order for it, I should say. Still not sold out, surprisingly. I don't think I've ever had an OLED video game console of any kind, so I don't even know what it would look like in comparison. I feel like the next console Nintendo does, hopefully if it's like the Switch, it should come with OLED. Like that's the base model.
You tap out?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's on the official Pokemon Center website, Braylon, I think you're fine. If it's on Amazon, I wouldn't do it.
Amazon has a tendency to sell a lot of bootleg. You really have to know what you're looking for.
Yeah, so if it's on Pokemon Center,
unless that doesn't matter to you, in which case do whatever. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, you should never buy a bootleg. Do whatever you want. It is up to you how to spend your hard-earned money. A fairy type, so this is Tapu Koko. And I think that's it. I think it has to be Tapu Koko. Is there anybody else here? You know we love that Tapu Koko. Yeah, the Steam Autumn Sale has begun, Tyler.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
RimWorld is never on sale for that much. It's usually $34. It's on sale for $27.99. Wow, I can't do anything against Trev. Gamers consume most of their titles on public transit. I never take my Switch anywhere.
Does that mean like cell phone games or?
What do you mean? It means like on playing their Switch on the train to work.
I have never seen anybody playing their Switch in public.
No, I haven't either.
I have never seen a single person play a Switch in public. It's kind of too
Tree.
big. I don't know.
Spooky Tree
not like
has
a
an
3DS.
outstanding shiny. It does. It does. You don't even like playing your Switch on a plane? I feel like I would bring mine with me and then never play it.
You're not going to be the guy from the debut trailer where he's playing Skyrim with the motion on in the plane.
Yeah, you gotta be that guy on the plane. Use your Joy-Cons to go get Alduin. Oh, I'm not. There's nothing wrong with playing your Switch in public. It's just something I don't ever tend to really see.
Yeah. All I meant was I've never seen it really.
Yeah. This is not going well.
Really? They had that at the pre-launch? That's funny.
Play a Switch and someone could take a picture of you. Why did this? Ugh, I would not want that. Look at me, guys. I'm playing my Switch on the plane.
Even as a kid, I rarely even like played my handhelds out in public.
Oh, I did. I had.
Like-
I'm sure many of you remember the Game Boy Advance squiggly light that you plugged in just so you could see your screen, and then your batteries would get drained so much.
I mean, like, I wouldn't like walk around and I wouldn't play and walk around with it. Like, if I was like at a restaurant or
Yeah, they're called
In the
worm
car.
lights. I was right. The old worm lights.
in
Oh.
the car, I would play my Advance.
I would take my Game Boy Advance and my SP with me all the time. I would like go out for I remember like walking around my neighborhood playing Pokemon Ruby. Like when we were talking about the Skitty thing, I remember where I was leveling up my Skitty hoping that it would evolve. I was just walking around my neighborhood with my SP. It's also the fact that, you know, Game Boys and SPs and a Game Boy Advance were not like Nintendo Switch expensive.
No.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know if walking around with a Switch would make you a target. I would always bring my Game Boy too for situations that, like, I remember being dragged to like a college football game and it's just like I don't care, so I'm just gonna play my Game Boy Advance.
I used to keep my Game Boy in the car, like, overnight, because I would play it on the way to school. Tetris.
Yeah, I feel like portable consoles are great for for sports games.
The thing with me is that even when I would like bring it or something, I would just never play it. I don't know why. Like, you would bring it, but you wouldn't play it. I would bring my games to school though and play them secretly. Elementary school, that is.
You had to be careful with your Game Boy in elementary school, otherwise your teacher would take it away from you. Or at least I remember that with like Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You had them out, there was a risk of your teacher taking them from you.
I could always play Pokemon cards at recess. Never was an issue.
Yeah, it wasn't much of an... You just had to be careful. You had to know. You had to know things. It's a great conversational PC. That's my nightmare. I don't want anybody to talk to me in public. I do not interact. So if bringing out my Switch made somebody talk to me, I would be like, oh no.
That's insane, Justin. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was a launch title? I didn't even remember that. Aonuma was just on the streets?
Wait, you've seen him in person? That's cool. Yeah. I've seen Masuda in person.
Imagine if that's like if you saw Miyamoto. You just need to see Miyamoto now.
That's cool. I went to Worlds one year and I got to see Masuda on stage before they switched over to Ishihara doing it.
Not as fun.
Yeah, not as fun. I agree.
Not as fun.
I agree. And at that same Worlds, I saw Chugga Conroy. It was outside the merch room that I waited like 4 hours to get into. And I remember seeing him in the hallway and being like, was that Chugga Conroy? It definitely was.
Your teacher took your virtual pet and never gave it back? That's sad.
That would be my that would be the start of my Joker arc.
That's one of the worst things a teacher can do. I've had things taken from me by teachers, but I've always gotten it back.
See, if I had a child in school, I would be like, do not let anybody take this from you. And if there's a problem, call me. You are not taking my kid's shit, bozo. Worlds is fun. If you ever get a chance to go to Worlds, chat, it's fun. It is, well, at least the year I went, though, I did wait in a very, very long line. I think they do lottery style for stuff like that now. I mean, I don't even think I had to go... Did I have to go through a metal detector? I don't remember. You just kind of walked in. It's very much not like that anymore, unfortunately.
I think it's really busy nowadays.
You would get super bored at Worlds. You walk around. Lots of people set up like trading stations and binders and stuff, and you can do battles with... You can sign up for like free battles and stuff like that. You just kind of walk around and soak in the atmosphere. Pretty much.
I went to Worlds. I would definitely sign up for the free like TCG Beginner League, because they have free ones you can do, and I would like make a deck and I would compete.
Same with GD. I don't know why anybody wants to go to GDQ unless you're like a big speedrunner with friends there. Because like what business would I have of going to like a GDQ? Just to like sit there in the crowd when I could do that from the comfort of my own home.
Yell things.
Yeah, I can aspire to be like the Hat Woman or DS Dad or something, or that one guy that sniffed a seat after a woman got up out of it one time.
Carrot sniffer.
Oh no.
Many such cases.
Many such cases. Actually, water... these are both rancid. Sanaconda's rancid and Golduck is rancid. Just, hashtag GDQ things. Please update this Golduck model, Game Freak. I can't with this guy anymore. Look at him.
Close his mouth, please.
He's heavily mouth breathing. Golduck's the type of guy that would sit in the GDQ crowd and just mouth breathe. Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds is always held in Japan, isn't it? I've never been to any sort of Yu-Gi-Oh! Event.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds would be very daunting, because I feel like I've played Master Duel, but doing it in person, I don't know if people would be like everyone knows the cards. I would need to study the cards.
Yeah.
Pokemon, I know how to play, and it's also just much more relaxed, which I think that comes with the nature of, to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! You have to pay a lot of money.
I was watching a stream earlier, Tyler, and he said he was describing something and said Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like the fighting game card game. I feel like that is true. I'm gonna max just to make sure nobody dies here. Well, try.
I feel like that.
That's
like
true.
That sounds
like
right.
That's so true. You have all the controversies that fighting games get. You have it just makes sense.
The stakes are also higher for Pokemon than Yu-Gi-Oh! For Yu-Gi-Oh! Than Pokemon, I should say.
Can you even win money playing Yu-Gi-Oh? Pokemon upped the amount that you can win in their tournaments, and it's actually pretty substantial. Like, if you place in a top cut, you would get a good chunk of money. People cheat in Pokemon, too. I always hear weird, in TCG specifically.
That's the thing, too. You have to read up on the cards to know if you're getting cheated or not.
And I guess if you're one of those people that, shits yourself over genning, I guess people do gen. Somebody did get disqualified from the Latin America Internationals, and they lost out on $5,000 because their Urshifu and Tornadus didn't have home trackers.
I've also heard, at world events for Pokemon, some people organize older formats. It's not official, but that'd be super cool.
So a home tracker means your Pokemon has a tracker because it's been in Pokemon Home. So with Urshifu and Tornadus, you can't get them in Scarlet and Violet. So they have to go through Home. And if they don't have the tracker on them that they were from Home, then you're absolutely gonna get dinged for that. So you can still gen, of course, but you have to be smart about it. If you gen sloppy, they're gonna catch you and you're gonna get disqualified. They scan everybody who makes it to day 2. So if you make it to day 2 and you have a Urshifu that was genned as if it came from Scarlet and Violet, which it can't, you're going to get caught. So, if you're genning any Pokemon for competitions, keep that in mind. Doesn't even trigger Witch Strike's effect. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is such a complex game.
What is Witch Strike? Is that Sky Strikers? I don't even know.
There's so much timing and different phases in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's so complex.
And there's a lot of math you have to keep track of.
Yes.
You definitely need a notebook.
I think you just have to have where they're from, I'm actually not sure how the home trackers work. If you just like transferred them to home, would that work? Or if it's like, if this guy just genned it from Scarlet and Violet. L run. Well, let's do one more. Nope. Nope. And nope. Gee, I didn't get my, like, 4th shiny Golduck. What a shame. Yeah, what you guys are describing is like, trust me, bro. Ash totally cancels that out. Just trust me, bro.
And I don't even know what a lot of meta stuff does anymore. Like Kashtira is new and Purley is new. And that Magic Mine card. Ooh. Or what is it called? Magic Mine?
Mystic.
Mystic Mine, the one that people
That's been
want
around
banned
for a long
because
time.
It just stalls. It's just stalling.
Also, I think this guy had like he had like 10 ribbons on the Urshifu, and it's like, why even do that?
Yeah, he did.
What are you doing, dog? Why are you putting so many weird ribbons on your Urshifu? You gotta keep it simple. That's no good. I still think checking for genning is goofy, but if you're gonna gen, you really need to not be sloppy about it. Alright, anyone else? We're gonna go at 1 minute.
Nukes the opponent's field.
Yeah, Mystic Mine got banned. And then, of course, Master Duel still has things like Max C, which is buck wild to me. You have a card that's like 92% usage. And they're just like, yeah, that's fine. PK hack. Yeah, you really don't know what happened there. Maybe they genned it from like a Discord bot. Maybe they just like put it together in 5 seconds. I don't know what happened, but if I genned a Pokemon poorly and then lost out on $5,000, I would be devastated.
Are the new Watt cards coming out good? I love the Watt archetype. I love Watt decks in Master Duel.
Yeah,
I know they're not that good, but
93% Max C, bruh.
Do you guys know about the new Watt cards? There's like a Bull and there's someone else.
Call me when there's new Melfi support.
The Synchro.
Rock!
Gravekeeper are my deck.
Nihiligo or Stacka. Okay, both of our... Actually, we can get Marshtomp going through. Who the frick is that? Jigglypuff? Yu-Gi-Oh! Hasn't had any physical products that I've been super into lately. Like, the tins they came out with recently were kind of mid.
I have no idea what that means, binary. 20th tier of
Rogue.
Rouge? I don't know what that
Rogue
means.
decks. You don't know what it means to be a rogue in the meta?
No, I don't.
It's decks that are semi-decent, but not super popular.
Oh.
I hate that Marowak has no teeth. I don't know why that bothers me, but it does.
In my, well, I think it might be banned now, but maybe not. In my Gravekeeper deck, I have, what is it
Oh
called?
yeah, they banned terraforming, and that's when you like stop playing Master Duel because Gravekeepers needs terraforming. to get Necro Valley, and so when they banned terraforming, it just completely ruined your deck. So you actively stopped playing.
There's other ways I can get around it, but it just kind of sucks. But there's, I think it's called King something in my Gravekeeper deck that prevents the other person from summoning. Oh, wait, am I remembering that right? I don't know.
Yeah, you got owned. Terraform got banned for obviously not related to anything having to do with Gravekeepers.
Yeah, Gravekeepers weren't doing anything. I do... Master Duel, I feel like, has taught me a lot, but I do have, last year, I got the Dark World starter deck, which is my first starter deck I've ever had.
Oh, you're such a youngin' into Yu-Gi-Oh!
And I've heard it's good. I think it's called Dark World.
I still remember the Yugi and Kaiba starter decks that came out back in the day. I still have, I think, the boxes to, like, one of them.
Cool. Yeah, terraforming is gone.
It'd be fascinating for Pokemon to, like... I wish Pokemon would do more with the meta. It's kind of stagnated because Pokemon like Urshifu are just so good. So it's like Iron Hands, Fluttermane, Urshifu, with a bit of mild variety, I suppose.
This is why I always think that the funnest time for Pokemon competitive is the start. Like, who would have thought, like, Dondozo was gonna be, like, the guy?
Yeah, it's like people used to use Palafin, and now Palafin is just gone. Ting Lu got immediately, like, exited out of the format.
Worlds is still fun, though. I can't wait for Worlds next year.
It'd be fun if you could, like, do what League does, where you could, like, get rid of, if I could be like, I don't want you used in your Urshifu, or something like that.
That'd be neat.
I can't believe they let Urshifu in and we were just like, yeah, this is fine.
Maybe they should have rotations more.
I think Qian Pao might get access to Triple Axle too, which is disgusting. Because Triple Axle can break Focus Sash. So just think about that fast and strong as frick Pokemon coming at you with a Triple Axle. That's... my god. Qian Pao is like the only one that really sticks around. Oh, I guess people use Chi-Yu, but I feel like Pao is the most used one. Oh, you unlocked Wordier, Braylon? Nice. Why did reading Opened His Heart made me think of Pokemon Coliseum?
That is a fun strategy, yeah, to use weird Pokemon. People don't know what they're capable of.
Yeah, and it's weird. Like... it's weird because the way VGC is, you have open team sheets, but if you practice online, it's only just one game. So you can definitely get more success having an element of surprise on the ladder than in person.
Yeah,
why don't they match? I don't understand. Like, they're not even giving you like a good way to practice. So what does everybody do? Everybody goes and plays on Showdown. I think Smogon just banned Sneasler from OU, which is kind of funny.
They should have like a stadium rental like system. But you can change the moves and the stats to whatever you want. That's the route I would go, though. I wouldn't go the VGC route. I would go the card route.
I would have where you could create any Pokemon your little hearts, you have multiple hearts, your little heart desires, and then you can only use it for competitive. You can't bring it into the real game, but it'll allow people to create any Pokemon they want easily. Just a night, like what you said, like a rental system. But I don't know if they'll ever do anything like that.
Hard to say. They go so hard with the VGC stuff nowadays, but it just doesn't really reflect a lot of the in-game. Well, I mean, actually, you know what? It's probably like TPCI that handles it more than Game Freak.
They seem to, they seriously have been putting more time and effort. Their events have gotten better and better. I watch their events all the time, and I really do think that they have just been improving. But then you have the games that just don't really, I don't know. They're so stagnant.
Their VGC streams have improved like incredibly.
Yes.
Just with timing and breaks and everything, it's just way better.
That's all TPCI.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with Game Freak.
Oh, I hated Tier Elementals. I hate that archetype. That's like everything I despise about that type of Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. And it was annoying in Master Duel because I would have to wait like 5 minutes.
Poke microtransactions. Hey, if you want Pokemon microtransactions, go play Unite. Or you could even consider Pogo. Pokemon Go in there. Nothing is more bloodthirsty with microtransactions than Pokemon Unite. Mamma mia. Yeah, or Masters. Unite is really bad. Like, actually really bad. Which, it's a Tencent game, so that makes sense, but... Ugh. Pogo isn't much better. I can't speak for Masters, because I checked that out when it first came out and then really never picked it up ever again, but...
Oh yeah, the Ishizu cards, those are rough.
It's so funny that they came out the gate swinging with Ishizu cards. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was... I remember when those dropped.
Alright, who we got? Oh, the return of the box. The return of the Stacka. The stack that strikes back. Co-money. I love that. Co-money. Yeah, that really is what they do, isn't it? Here's a brand spanking new archetype. It's insanely good. 1 or 2 months later, oops, it's all banned. Ooh, James Turner just put out art about Pokemon Coliseum. The first Pokemon game I ever worked on, he said. Cool. At least some people who worked for that company acknowledged that Pokemon Coliseum existed. I love how it's been the anniversary of like 50 Pokemon games the past week.
I know, right? Usually around this time we would have been playing a new game, but
Yeah.
they saved the DLC for December. I wonder why. Was it not? Must have not been ready. Or maybe they felt it was too close to the first one.
It's been 20 years since Pokemon Coliseum. That's insane. I should be like, James, tell them to remaster it. James, tell them to bring it back. James, please.
Don't have Pokemon themselves do it though. Have like.
Well, they
I don't
didn't
think
work on
that-
Coliseum to begin with.
I think the original company is done now. Maybe get like Bandai Namco or something.
Didn't Bandai just create like a division solely to work on Nintendo games?
Yeah, there was something about that.
Oh, look at how well Marshtomp took that attack. Champion!
Oh yeah, they might. Yeah, you're right. They're the ones that make the Pokemon puzzle games now. What are they called?
Yo, our boy Martin's
Genius
here.
Sorority. I never see anything about anybody
GG.
playing Cafe on Twitter or something, so it's always like, who's playing this?
I ask that about Unite all the time. Martin gave us good luck that time. We believed in our friend Martin.
I don't even like Cafe as like a puzzle game. And
I don't like the aesthetic. Like, I don't think it's cute. It's trying to be so, like, cutesy, and I just have never had any interest in downloading it ever.
I just think it's not fun. It's not fun.
Nope.
I'd love them to
No.
do a Picross again.
Yeah, what happened to Pokemon Trozy or like Pokemon Pinball? Where'd the real champions of weird Pokemon side puzzle games go?
They became Cafe.
Ugh. Troze and Pinball were legitimately fun. Well, chat. No shinies were had on this day. The last one we had was Poltegeist, Drudge, and then Tina was our last legendary. Dang. But we were pretty successful tonight. I think we only lost to Tapu Koko, and that's it. I think we only lost to Koko. But yeah, thanks for chilling tonight, everybody. I appreciate it. More people came out for Dynamax Adventures than usually.
We popped off.
So I appreciate that. But yeah, if you're new here, check out the Discord and the
Join the
YouTube. Shout out
Discord.
to the YouTube crew. I appreciate y'all for hanging out tonight. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for something. I don't know if we'll do Dynamax Adventures, an outbreak, a race of some sort. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for all the follows. I appreciate it. And we'll catch you guys later. Good night, everybody.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.